Hello, ghost hunters! Phasmophobia had a big update this past week that included many changes and interesting things. But probably the most interesting is the cursed objects. Stay tuned to see how these items will make your ghost hunting more exciting.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Before we delve into these 6 new items, there are a few things to keep in mind with the cursed possessions. First, every location will have one of the 6 items. These items have a variety of spots they can spawn in, and some of them can be quite tricky. Each of these items can be photographed and will reward you with money at the completion of your ghost hunt. All of these items, if used, will affect your sanity. There are benefits to using each item, however, so don't simply dismiss them. The Ouija Board and the Voodoo Doll existed inside the game prior to this update, but are now reskinned and are no longer guaranteed in their old spawn points. Each of these items has the potential to start a cursed hunt, which is slightly harder than a normal hunt. They tend to last longer, give a shorter grace period at the beginning of the hunt, and will cause all future hunts to also be cursed. So keep these things in mind when using any of the cursed possessions. First is the summoning circle. This particular possession is easier to spot as it will take up a considerable amount of floor space. It is made up of a circle, 5 red candles, and a star. This item requires that you have brought a lighter on your ghost hunt, as there is no other way to light the candles. It is a one-use item and will cause the ghost to appear inside the circle for a few seconds before starting a cursed hunt. This will allow players to get a photo of their ghost, but also can be very risky, as they only have a second or two before the ghost will begin hunting. Second is the haunted mirror. The mirror is one of those items that has a higher chance of being missed, as it can easily blend into its surroundings, and it also has a few tricky spawn points. When using the mirror, it will show the location of the ghost, which can be very useful in finding your ghost's haunting area. However, the mirror will very rapidly drain your sanity, and thus it is a very dangerous item. If your mirror breaks, it will immediately begin a cursed hunt, and at least in my experience, seems to call the ghost to your location, making it even more dangerous. Next is the Voodoo Doll. These Voodoo Dolls, although similar to their previous version, are much more dangerous. However, they do also have a practical use. Voodoo Dolls have pins located around their body. When interacting with the doll, you will push a random pin, resulting in a variety of responses from the ghost. If you push a pin that is located in the doll's head, it will cause a large drop in sanity. If you push a pin located in other parts of the body, except for the heart, it will cause the ghost to perform an interaction, which often coincides with a drop in sanity. However, if you push the pin in the heart, it will immediately start a cursed hunt. This object is currently glitched, and you are able to push the pins while outside the location. I would expect this will likely get patched very soon. It's also important to remember that using this item in the ghost haunting area will have a higher rate of success. Our fourth object is the Ouija Board. This is not the same board we had prior to this update. It can often be found in the same locations that the old Ouija Board was found in, but as it is now part of the cursed possessions, it only has a 1 in 6 chance of spawning. Per patch notes, the Ouija Board has had its spawn locations reduced on the larger maps, so this should make finding it a bit easier. The board no longer lights up, and instead will have a planchette on the board when active. When you have finished asking it questions, you must say goodbye to remove the planchette from the board. If you fail to do so, the board will burn and then break, causing a hunt to begin. The board now also has a variety of new questions and answers. If your board burns up and breaks, then a cursed hunt will begin. Next up is the music box. This item is much smaller than you would imagine, and as such is much easier to miss. The music box is a one-use only item and will make the ghost sing along with its tune. This will help players locate the ghost area. The music box can be handheld or placed on the floor or other objects. If the ghost is near the box when it is played, then it will appear and walk toward the box, allowing players to get a photo of the ghost. However, if the ghost touches it or walks for more than a few seconds, it will start a cursed hunt. The final cursed possessions are the tarot cards. Of the new items, this one is definitely the most unique and can be both good or bad for players. There are 10 different cards, and what will be available in your deck varies from one game to the next. So let's go over your possible cards. The Sun fully restores your sanity to 100%. The Moon immediately drops your sanity to 0%. The Tower causes an interaction. The Wheel of Fortune either increases the player's sanity by 25% if it burns green, or decreases it by 25% if it burns red. The Devil triggers a ghost event. The High Priestess resurrects a dead teammate. The Hanged Man instantly kills the player. Death triggers a cursed hunt. The Hermit prevents the ghost from hunting for a short period. The Fool pierces another card at first before turning into the Fool just before it burns. If nothing else, these new items definitely make our ghost hunting more interesting. Which of the items do you like the most? Are there items you won't touch or think are especially dangerous? Let me know your experiences with cursed possessions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, happy hunting.